so should be good to go.
Alright.
Alright, so we're going to see Chinese Taipei on defense first here. I think this is another really good map to run these Bastion comps on defense, so I'd like to see that from them, and I'd like to avoid seeing a Sombra. Despite there being a lot of high grounds here, I think the Sombra will be too slow on the defense.
I think you got to play Bastion Fire the whole way. Well, not the whole way, but you got to play Bastion Fire for most of the map here. Because you definitely, I agree, no Sombra here. I don't even think you really want to go Mei here. This map is very heavily dominated by Bastion Fire, and if you're not playing that comp, I think you're probably not being efficient.
Yeah. I think like just the verticality on this map in this meta allows you to like get a lot of angles where your Bastion can set up, and once again you can kind of have that Pharah kind of free roaming and setting them up so they can support each other. But it looks like they're going for the Sombra on the defense. It looks like they really believe in this comp, even on defense. Like I've been harping on about on defense how I don't think the Sombra is good enough. But you know, it's clear that
it takes too long, in my opinion, to get turned to really turn on as a composition. It also takes too long to really just make it work. Unless Shaolin is constantly keeping Punk hacked like 100% of the time.
I think the saving grace for them here is the fact that Australia's running the Reaper Mei. I think this actually does give the Sombra more of a chance than some of the other.
Yeah, they're going back already as well.
But they're going back.
And at this point,
so it looks like they've read the Sombra and they're just going Pharah.
I don't mind the Sombra too much on this point. Like, you got decent high ground to work with the shoot down.
I can see the.
If Pharah gets too close, you can always hack him.
But I think. Oh, they're just going back to the Doomfist again. I guess they've only just scouted the Sombra now.
I prefer this even more than
Punk's hacked.
The Pharah. This makes it so much better for Sombra, but he's really far away actually. He's not good.
His TP was really far.
Yeah, it was so far away. He's good. I gotta concede the check now. Like Crazy's my
Crazy's dead. He's dead.
The hoop from Hunter, I think that kind of like sticks him in the corner.
I think that's a. I think a lot of CKM's going down there.
They're trading Hunter one.
Spawns here are kind of balanced, but it does kind of favor the attack.
If he can get his call so they can stabilize.
Bacon Jack's trying to brawl.
They are trying their best just to contest this card, and this Coalescence might be the game changer though.
Yeah, Coalescence with a hack onto Punk means
this scrappy fight's really good because Shaolin's been able to live as well, so he's getting really downtown. Close to that EMP. The suck as well. That's gonna wipe the fight for Australia. That's that slow fight where it's like you lose some players, so the fight inherently gets slower. The Sombra stayed alive in that fight, which means she was able to deal enough damage to get her EMP. So this is second fight essentially, and she does have the EMP online.
And that is way faster than we expected. Because part of the issue, as we talked about, okay, he doesn't get it very often, but now that he has it here, and especially in the archway, this is where you expect AU to be pretty grouped up and for Shaolin to get a pretty fat EMP.
I think it's Shaolin. You just wait for the callers to come out.
I like that.
Oh, yeah, Tongue!
Just pushing.
That's all 6. It's a manual hack on Tongue, which cancels the Coalescence, which means nothing got gained there for AU.
Wow, yeah, I didn't even notice the Coalescence.
For Shaolin though. Just carried everything. The team ran in with the Pega and with the EMP, and you just wiped them.
That's a big loss, man. That's 2 minutes gone now. Big ultimate gone for Australia as well. And
we're seeing remnants
backwards as well. Australia's doing a really slow rotation up to the high ground area, but
they juke him.
They're faking it. Trill's stealing the car.
Trill's hacked as well.
Chinese Taipei were really positioned for it. Now they've baited them back to the cart, Australia, and now they're taking the high ground.
By the way, Bacon Jack on high ground looking for that flank is a potential for something to happen.
I like this from 8. It's gonna make a lot of...
Oh, the hack! Barely allowed Punk to actually get his flux off. The hack just came in maybe a half second too slow.
Punk gets Bacon Jack.
Hunter would do a Bacon Jack with a rock there. Stunned him and finished him off on hit.
It is almost dead.
That's still like a really equal trade.
Except Australia's on the low ground, he's just getting shot down on, like what can you do? Sigma's so strong into those positions, like he can just shoot down into doorways.
Yep, tons of AoE. Yeah, Crazy is about to have his flux now as well, and there's less than 1 minute remaining.
I really think that Pharah should be
really
in Australia. Right?
Yeah,
I'm surprised the Doofus came out. Yeah, this is really costing him because like Pharah can just pressure from the back the whole time.
Really good execution there, sucking for CKM punch.
She'll get back.
Oh, Crazy's so low. He's got the rate out of that.
Nice bait. CKM disengages with the ulti and then pushes back on the bongo. And he cleans up the fight. Really well done.
Looks like they can catch it there. I think it's really hard to fault him there, but that was actually a situation where I don't think the sound barrier was necessary. He Wraithformed out of it, and it once again, it was only catching Punk, and Punk wasn't going to die. But like I said, you can't really fault. You lose.
Yeah, you don't want to get full. 100%.
No.
It makes it infinitely harder. It's like such an easy map to cap out.
Alright, because it's still early for B.
EMP again, coming online though.
Well, yeah, exactly. You see the EMP is still being a big factor here, and they're now trading ultimates where it's like, okay, you have a fight, no EMP, next fight should be EMP. This is now kind of like an EMP every second fight, more or less, which is a big deal for Chinese Taipei.
Almost loses his life for it. Oh my god. High ground doesn't even matter too much here, right? Only for the Sombra.
Not for Australia.
Hey, even Chinese Taipei. Oh, the pool? Oh, hack onto Memphis. Damn.
This Sombra's
might
really...
not even need the EMP, honestly.
Yeah, this Sombra's causing problems for CKM right now.
And by the way, I mean, fire is still an option here, potentially. You still got to deal with the Sombra in some cases, but... at this point in time, Shailen's got 2 major hack targets. He's either getting CKM or Punk, and either of those 2 being hacked is super valuable for Chinese Taipei and a big problem for Australia.
Honestly, any of the frontliner, like Reaper can't Wraith form. CKM's going to die if he gets hacked as well a lot of the time, but also both these tanks are really susceptible of getting pressured out if they get hacked.
Yeah,
by the way, CKM nearly detected Shailen. I think he just kind of walked past me. He nearly saw Shailen. Doesn't quite see him.
Really good execution here, Australia. Did it? No, I don't think so.
Even trades. Shailen's on the high
ground.
He's
still at EMP. He still has it.
He doesn't have it. He's just shooting down from the high ground. Unless 8 cleans his fight up, Anta gets
Supercharger was safe as well, by the way. It was there basically the whole time. They didn't need to combo too much with it. They maintained most of their ultimates, in fact.
Shailen on the high ground, just shooting down like a sentry. Just non-contested. Just chilling up there. Didn't even have to use EMP. Look at these 5 ults from Chinese Taipei in this next fight.
Oh, yeah, and honestly, this EMP is just going to pose really big problems again. Hunter's got his speed again, but now he's not sure how he's going to use it. Yep. They have both the Sigma and the EMP.
You got to eat something. I think you got to position well enough that you just have minimal impact from either, but Hunter's already looking to hide. And Shailen sees Hunter, by the way. He's literally behind Hunter.
Doesn't get value. That was a horrible Sigma ultimate.
I
like Hunter's beat there. He knew that the Sombra was far enough away that the EMP wasn't going to cancel it, so he just committed it.
Convenient.
I mean, I don't know about that because I saw Shailen literally hiding behind Hunter, and I didn't quite track the positioning from that. But it seems like Shailen just walked away.
Much far away. Shailen stayed behind. They are going to recontest it. They do it coming out. Doesn't catch him out.
EMP hits 2 people, both tanks though. No bongo control.
They can check. Oh, Hunter gets caught.
It might actually be enough. Oh, that's not good. Bongo comes out though.
No shot as well. It's last fight here.
Keep being shot and stuck on the side.
Bongo's causing problems, so they are getting a lot.
Punk can ult pretty soon if he needs to.
8 with this Bongo is doing plenty of damage, especially into a Wrecking Ball.
Here's the ultimate available.
The team up.
Alright, you gotta get this Ursa. He fortifies. Control Essence comes out.
Yeah, Australia's
trying to clean up aiding. Yeah, Australia should win this.
Being able to just turtle up behind the Ursa ship with the Bongo is death saving grace there.
Yeah, dude, you could see the second Chinese Taipei saw that Bongo, they just stopped.
They hesitated. Like, they stopped pushing and they had to push.
What can you do though? You can't. Like you have
I feel like
18 v anyone.
If you wait though, like you're just gonna get poked out by it. Yeah, you have to kind of just get on top of it and hope you can do something. They had to capitalize there. Hunter was dead, so they only had Tongue for healing, and like Amori can't heal forever, so I think they really had to go aggressive there.
Yeah.
You can see Australia's kind of holding the high ground here.
You do see CKM hacked, he is going to go down. So there's actually quite a bit of action going on in that side room.
They only have a minute as well. Like, it's not much time getting onto point 3 because they capped seconds so late.
And the ultimates are coming online for Chinese Taipei as well. There's a lot of big ultimates there. EMP, we got to talk about it again, but it is coming up pretty quick.
Yeah, he's been definitely building them faster this map.
You could be greedy with that though, because there's no, unless if your ult track was on point, you'd probably just presume it's Reaper ulti, maybe doing just ulti. You can be a bit greedy.
He's got better angles to work with, because that's the biggest difference with Dorado. He's got so much high ground to abuse. He's definitely using it.
Oh,
5 man, massive.
Yep. Didn't hesitate. As soon as that speed came in, the punch came in, just pops
the lack of hesitation is probably the saving grace for Australia.
Yeah.
The fight getting wrapped up so quickly means that they do most likely get a pretty okay recontest.
Oh, it depends. Who can touch you? Oh, they can touch, right?
CKM's just going to do his best to dive straight on
Reaper can. Also, CKM can, and then just use his ultimate if he needs to.
They should be good.
Yeah, CKM touches, and he has his ultimate.
Callan's in behind him, looking for a hack.
Bacon Jack's been forced out with his Wraith.
That's big. And the pool gets 4.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Massive
CKM lands? Jeez, that was a good combo.
Tongue's still alive as well. The Cole's still working through this one, so you do see a lot of damage in.
Chinese Taipei have to get out there.
They need a CQB off the
a problem as well. CQB stalls the cart, but he is going to respawn super late. If they can catch this kill on the Moira...
Hunter needs a sound barrier because Crazies is coming up to Flux, and that could be a huge problem, especially when Australia do need to kind of stank cart for a little bit here. Supercharger down, up available for Trill is also a pretty big deal.
Here comes Supercharger.
Only catches Punk. Oh,
oh, they're all so low. Yeah, Hunter couldn't get the beat off in time. He dies.
He didn't have it. He was at 95% when Crazies
ulted. He gets it as he dies, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Well, on the bright side, Australia made it to the end of.
It's pretty much Chinese Taipei have to pretty much complete the map to get the map win, which definitely, by the looks of how they're playing, is certainly doable.
Yeah, it's also like this is decent for Australia because they almost got full held at the end of the map.
Yeah, the fact that they struggled so much on point A, getting it to the end of the map is
I'd say they struggled on all points, honestly.
It's true.
They had issues on the start of point B, and then the start of point A also had issues.
Even the end of point B, they only capped it in like the last.
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah. I guess we are seeing like the summer. It definitely, like I said at the start, and you made the point, Huss, you like it here more than on the other maps. It definitely is a bit easier to play and use like a lot of these high grounds to advantage, especially with Australia. Like, no one really wants to be on the high ground from Australia, so Sombra should have a lot of free time on the high grounds where she's able to spam up a lot quicker.
That's why I liked it better than Kings Road, by the way, because I feel like Kings Road just didn't really offer it as much. It's just not quite the map for it, but Dorado, you start to see why this becomes more of a core strategy, and now the real question is, how does Australia want to approach? Because at this point, you got to expect the Sombra to be coming through every single time. You got to expect that Shailin is going to stay on the Sombra, and you have this information.
You'll see the CKM Farah and the Tongue Mercy again. Like that was a strong point of what happened. Like a main factor of why they won on Hanamura. Yeah, and it's on a map like Dorado where there's so much high ground. Like the skybox is really high, so you have plenty of space.
I think it punishes the Sombra pick, like you're saying. Yeah. I think it's just more versatile. Yes, you can hack the Farah Mercy out of the sky, but that's not like your game plan. You can't reliably do that, especially on this map. It's actually a pretty high skybox. There we go. Definitely rolling out on it. They're going to see the comp, and now they have the choice to swap or stay. Looks like they're going to stay with it.
He's trying to set up from behind.
CKM got halted there, man. He's got to be careful about those pulls.
As long as he's on the roof,
they should be
smart. He's positioning in a really safe way, but still able to do a lot of damage.
And you also see
over to this yellow building.
Shailin is really trying to get the hack on CKM, so maintaining Skybox is also a big deal.
The cart's pushing.
Yeah, it's actually awkward here. AE's going to lose sightline here.
CKM got hacked. He is hacked.
And he gets hacked?
Yep.
Yo, they need to get on cart. If it gets through the strike, this is a disaster. It's still set up. Wait, they just swapped spots.
He's resetting now.
This is horrible for Australia.
Except they haven't touched the cart yet.
Please, get on cart.
Trill's hacked now as well.
They're going to push forward here. They've used their lamp though as well. I think Chinese Taipei have got off cart, which is a mistake here.
Yeah, fair enough. But they got into the mini pack.
No, they're still pushing. They have not stepped off the cart. They're very much still pushing right now, and we are not. We've now finally seen Trill get on there.
I like CKM's position here. He did build up. Oh,
he gets the
only 1 for 1. Can Tung's going to res this though?
Oh, he's going for a CQB. He still gets it. He's going to die.
Nah.
Oh my god, he lives. Oh my god, Tung.
Oh, he got away with that. He probably shouldn't have been able to. That boot came out like half a second earlier. This fight might have just gone the way it
CKM dies again, unlucky.
Still going.
Nah, they should claim this.
Successful defense. At the end of the day, it took a while for AU to probably contest that one.
That's good for Australia. 2 minutes off the clock for one fight, and they didn't have to use much. Look, Punk's going to be catching up.
They didn't have much though.
I mean, they used two ultimates, right? They used the fire ulti and they used the Baptiste.
The Baptiste ult's pretty quick to build.
Yeah, and both build really fast.
Yeah,
especially with these guns.
But the saving grace here is you're looking at Chinese Taipei. You can see win conditions coming up right here. They have the EMP this fight, and they're going to have the Sigma.
And he's sitting behind Eat Up right now, waiting. He's just going to wait out the last 2%.
The split here is good by Australia.
Yeah, I really like this positioning from Australia. There's like 3 splits of 2.
And manual hack.
Both tanks. There it comes out.
They're engaging with this.
They're running up. Oh, that was a great line from Montas.
It's not enough though. Eat still goes down. They still have this EMP. Punk's got 3.
Wait, what? Punk got 3.
Oh, still gone.
They're actually cleaning up. I'm surprised.
Punk ulted. I mean, Punk ulted. He got something.
Shaolin's hesitation. I think he got greedy trying to hold it.
He didn't use that EMP at all.
They killed the Bastion quick enough where he was thinking maybe we don't even need to use the EMP, but
At that point, once that Bastion dies, if you EMP the tanks, there's no way for him to come back into that fight.
I think even as soon as the lamp came out, he could have EMP'd. It would have mitigated that, so they would have killed the Bastion immediately.
He had the best start.
And
he got the manual hack onto Eat Up right away.
They still have it here, and the Sigma ult's coming up as well again. So
but the split, the split again. He manages to get 4 people. Hunter dies instantly. Yeah, maybe a bit too close from the tanks to this round.
They're not going to be able to recontest. Looks like Australia's more than likely going to lose.
Oh, okay.
CKM gets a triple barrage.
Yep.
Oh, that's
drop 5.
5k. Where's the 6? Give him the 6. Come on, Sombra.
Shailen's way out of there.
That is.
That
makes up for getting rocked off the map on Hanamura.
Oh god.
He just dropped on. No one saw him. He literally drops on them.
That was perfect for me.
The EMP pushed everyone from Chinese Taipei to come forward. It baits them into this sense, and like he's probably screaming, "I hacked everyone." He hacked 4. What he didn't hack was the barrage, and that baited everyone to come forward, and he gets a massive barrage.
Creation barely missing tongue there.
He's hacked here out of his terraform. They're in the window. Hunter and Eda getting baited out by this Reaper.
Oh, he trades
nice. 1-for-1.
That's fine though. Bastion's got his ultimate as well.
Yeah.
Just playing the Bongo maybe?
A bongo slot. DKM's still alive above him.
Alright, Bongo down.
Yeah,
he gets 2.
He's killing stuff.
Assuage need to stabilize on the point here. Both tanks from Chinese Taipei. Crazy S should die here. Yeah, Punk gets trouble. Damn, that was so close actually.
There were a lot of good individual moments. I think we can attribute a few holds here where, okay, Punk on one of the defenses kind of saved everyone. CKM definitely saved everyone on one of the holds as well. So there are many times where somebody had to step up. AU was able to make that happen.
Yeah, no, it all comes down to that one barrage hold combo.
Yeah.
It just turns the fight. Here it is. Australia had no business winning that fight after losing 3
Not at all.
Yeah, and they just turned it.
You can see this EMP's coming out.
It's that Hunter's dead.
It already came out.
There it is. The whole.
He just comes forward. He chooses his timing. Excellent.
Really well played by Australia's DPS and tank.
Alright, that's it. There will be no Game 5.